Hi, so my name is Professor Christina Pagel, and here I am in my glamorous office in University College London. And I just wanted to give you a brief idea of what I'll be talking about at the Orthodontics Conference in October. So I am a mathematician in a branch of really applied mathematics called operational research. And I've been working in healthcare now for well over 15 years. And what I do in my job is I often work with hospitals or health systems to use data to really help them think through, what are the main challenges in their system and what are possible solutions. And then during the COVID-19 pandemic, I ended up doing lots of analysis of lots of different types of data, both nationally and internationally, and trying to get a handle on, what actually was happening, what can we learn from the data, and then trying to communicate it. I was part of a group called Independent SAGE, which was a group of 12 plus scientists. And what we did is we weren't affiliated with the government, and we had live YouTube briefings every week on a Friday for about, 3 years. And we also published reports. And so through that, we had a direct kind of communications window with the public, and we took questions from the public throughout the pandemic. And so I did a lot of kind of communication about COVID. I also, through that, did a lot of media, broadcast, print, national, and international. And so what do I want to talk about in October? Well, at the moment we've just had the first report published from the COVID-19 inquiry, and it's highlighted a lot of kind of system level flaws that were there in our pandemic strategy. And so in this talk, I'm going to be reflecting on kind of what I learned during the pandemic, of what I think are some of the main system challenges have been, many of which there is some overlap with the inquiry. And then thinking about where mathematics, statistics, data science, other kind of forms of science really helped in our pandemic response, and actually where they weren't as useful, and what that means for going forward and thinking about, new emergencies. And then finally, I'm going to talk a little about communication and my role during the pandemic and how I think about it as a scientist and communicator, which will include kind of the good, the controversial, the ugly. So yeah, please join me, and I hope it will be an interesting kind of whistle-stop tour of my COVID experience.